this is table 7, please?
No can do. Can't make deliveries without the reindeer. Ho, ho, ho.
I didn't know it was you, Santa.
Oh, didn't recognize your own husband there, Mrs. Claus? Come on. Gonna get changed?
Oh, Joe, I hate to do this to you, but Carmine called in sick, and I'm really swamped here. Do you think you can go solo tonight?
Well, I mean, the kids at the hospital are gonna be disappointed. They're expecting Mr. and Mrs. Claus. You know, we're a package deal.
I know, but I don't think I'd be very jolly tonight. I've got a killer headache.
Imagine that.
What's that supposed to mean?
Admit it, Paulina, you're hungover.
What would make you say something like that?
I found the empty wine bottle in the trash last night.
Oh, great. Now you're going through the trash. Admit it, Joe. You think I'm an alkie.
How'd you track down Shane?
I guess some of your techniques are rubbing off on me.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's in California.
Can I have some more cheese?
Of course. Cheese? Tell me when.
When?
I won't get in your way. I just wanted to let you know that I tracked down Shane.
Oh, I'm glad you did. I mean, I saw how concerned you were about him when he split from Vicky and Jake's wedding.
Yeah, Shane has a lot on his mind these days.
Well, you can't blame him. I mean, he took a hard hit when Vicky left him.
Yeah, I guess so. I just hope he comes back soon.
You know, it strikes me that the only thing that's going to bring Shane back to this town is if Vicky says that she wants him back, and I don't see that happening. Do you?
Well, you never know. Anything's possible with Shane.
That's a good point.
All right, I'm going to see you back up at the office.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit later, if that's okay?
No problem. Take your time.
Bye, Rain.
Lila.
It's Lila.
Sweetheart, you going to eat?
I'm full.
Oh. You didn't really even eat anything. You're not hungry, huh?
I guess.
You miss Josie?
A lot.
Me too, sweetheart. Me too.
Yes, hi, this is, Victoria McKinnon. I was just checking on a letter that I sent, an overnight letter. Yeah, Dr. Shane Roberts at Big Sur. You checked out? I see. Could you tell me what happened to the letter? Return to sender? No, that's all right. Thank you very much. I'll take care of it. Oh, my God, I can't believe this is happening. My letter is going straight back to Vicky. God, Shane. Oh, I can't do that right now. I've got to find that letter.
You sure he wasn't here already?
Yeah, and he may not show at all.
If you say he plays with the band every Friday night.
Usually. Sometimes not at all. King comes and goes as he pleases.
All right, I'll take my chances. How about another coffee?
Make that 2. Hey.
I thought you were too busy to come to Chicago.
Oh, well, you know, don't get any ideas. I didn't come here just because I was dying to see you.
Oh, so you came all the way here to tell me that you didn't want to be near me.
Come on. I'm confused enough as it is, so just leave it alone, okay?
So you admit that something's going on?
I'm not going to admit anything until I talk to Chris. How about that?
Okay. All right. Well, can I at least admit that I'm happy to see you?
Yeah. So, what's going on with Artie? You found anything out?
Oh, dead end. My mother's friend, Mrs. Gentry. No leads at all.
Well, maybe it takes a cop to get the job done.
Well, you've got a lead?
I got more than a lead. I got her exact address.
Oh, well, what are we waiting for? Let's go talk to her.
I already talked to her, and I got a lot of news for you.
When I go shopping.
never said you were an alcoholic.
And why are you checking up on me behind my back?
I'm not the one who's hiding stuff.
Joe, if I was hiding stuff, don't you think I'd find a better place than the trash can?
Paulina, I am not accusing you of anything.
Well, it sure sounds like an interrogation, Captain.
I just want to find out what's going on.
Nothing. Joe, listen to me. I don't have a drinking problem.
You have been drinking more than usual, yes?
It's the holidays. Now, why don't you just go to the hospital? I've got work to do.
Paulina, you've gotten drunk. Drunk. More than once recently.
No, Joe, I have gotten tipsy. Listen to me. I am trying to lose weight. So when I have a glass of wine on an empty stomach, it affects me a lot more than somebody who isn't dieting like you.
I understand that. It's hard to lose weight.
No. You don't understand because I'm not asking for pity. I just don't like being called a wino.
I didn't call you a wino. I'm not saying that, but when I find an empty bottle of wine in the trash...
Did you ever stop to think that maybe I didn't drink that myself? Maybe I had a friend over?
Somebody was with you last night.
Yes. Cindy came by. The wine was a gift, which is kind of funny since she drank most of it herself.
Cindy came by. Cindy, so that's supposed to make me feel better? Cindy got you started on the pills, now she's bringing you wine.
Cindy's not the reason I went overboard, Joe.
Well, she didn't help.
Well, it helps to have a friend.
You can do better. You can do a lot better.
Joe, I don't need a father. I need a husband. I need a husband who trusts me.
Well, I'm trying to trust you. That's why I didn't mention the pills, the wine last night.
But that's because you wanted to trip me up.
No, it's because you mentioned you had a headache. And what's the logical conclusion from that? Hangover. And that reminded me of when you were lying to me about the pills.
Joe, if you can't let go of those days, how do you expect me to?
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry I screwed this up. All right. Stay there. Hey, Blue Eyes. How's about changing into that and coming with me to the hospital?
I don't know, Joe. I really don't feel like I'm in the mood to be the fat, jolly Mrs. Claus this year.
Okay, well, I gotta go home for a while, all right? And then I'm coming back. So I'll leave this here, and whatever you decide is good with me.
Uh-huh.
I promise you, Raindrop, that Josie's gonna be coming home real soon. Flying in on an airplane. I got an idea. Tell you what, if you can finish a little bit of your food, then I can take us over to the airport, and we can watch the planes land, and you'll be able to see exactly how Josie's gonna fly in.
Cool.
Yeah?
Shane, hi, it's Paulina. Listen, call me as soon as you can, okay? I've got so much stuff going on that I can barely hold it together, and I think you're really the only person I can admit that to. And, you know, you may need a friend, too. Last time I saw you, you were talking about flying off to see the world. You haven't gone and done anything crazy, have you? Call me.
Right. So tell me, what have you got on Mrs. Gentry?
Well, she's been in the nursing home for a while.
Mm-hmm. Was she sick?
No, but she's getting up there in age.
Does she remember my mother at all?
She remembers everything about everybody in your old neighborhood.
What did she say?
Well, she said that when Irene was in her 20s, she took off for a couple years. And when she came back, she had a bouncing baby boy named Tyrone.
Okay, you're right. And just me and my mother, no man?
According to Mrs. Gentry.
Oh, maybe she doesn't remember.
No, she does. She's really sharp. Okay? She said there was no husband and no wedding band. She said that your mother didn't even look pregnant when she left town, that she was supposed to be visiting some sick relative or something.
Does she remember anything about Artie Willis? Or... Oh, dear.
But she did say that her daughter, Angie, was good friends with your mother. Maybe she'd know more, so I'm going to look into that, okay?
Oh, Tony, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. pieces are really starting to fit together.
Huh? The letters you found were written from an Artie to Satin, and that's got to be your mother.
Mm.
They talked about a baby, so...
Yeah, which means Artie Willis has got to be my father.
Yeah.
Let him drink. Then you'll talk, okay?
Oh, Merry Christmas! Christmas is coming to Carlino's. Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho.
I don't think Santa can hear too well, sweetheart. Say it again loud.
Santa.
Did someone call my name? Oh, could it be this pretty little girl? Ho, ho, ho!
Go ahead. Say hi, Rain.
Rain. Rain. What a pretty name. Kind of reminds me of my reindeer.
You're funny, Santa.
Well, I try. So, Rain, what do you want for Christmas?
Well, you see, she doesn't want to tell anybody. She thinks it's going to jinx it, you know what I mean?
I see. Well, you know what? See, it's a good thing you ran into me because Santa is the one person you can tell.
Go ahead.
A doll like me and a family of my very own.
Well, I'm sure that Santa can get that for you, sweetheart.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, Santa.
Listen, why don't we go watch those planes land, okay? Say goodbye to Santa.
Bye-bye, Santa.
Bye, Rain.
Here we go. Thanks. Take care of this later.
I thought you weren't gonna come.
I figured, what the heck? Let the elves bake the gingerbread cookies, right?
You're gonna make a lot of little kids happy.
How about you?
You cheered me up already. Hold on, I got it.
I don't know.
Here.
Tickles.
Is this too much for you?
I know, it's just a little unsettling,
I guess we
that's
can
all.
come back another time, you know.
No, I want to collect my things, and I want to close this chapter of my life.
Your eyes feeling all right?
Yeah,
You wanna sit down for a
okay,
minute?
no.
Well, let me pack up for you.
You know, being here reminds me of what a fool I've been. I gave up my life so easily to this man. I wonder what I was thinking, huh?
You weren't. You were just listening to your heart.
That's a nice way of saying that I have rotten judgment.
Alexander can be a very charming man. He was able to take advantage of my connections for a while.
Well, he put on a good show for you. He didn't fool a lot of people, certainly not Rachel and Carl.
Well, Carl already knew another side of the man.
But Rachel, there's the one. I mean, why wasn't she fooled by him?
She was just following Carl.
No, it's her instincts. I used to have great instincts. What do you think happened?
Honey, you were on the rebound. John had slept with Charlene.
Being hurt is no excuse for being a fool. I should have been a lot stronger.
You are strong.
Thank you.
You gave yourself to Alexander the way you give yourself to everything in life.
You know what? Well, you're such a great lawyer.
Silver-tongued devil, huh?
You really are. You can justify anything.
Listen, you gave your heart to Alexander. You can't beat yourself up about
Yes,
that.
I can. Yes, I can. Gary was right, you know. From the minute I met Alexander, I was on a dry drunk. Oh, boy, he was my excuse for John, for Lorna leaving town, for Gabe being killed. I never loved this guy. I mean, how could I? I don't even know who the hell he is.
He had you all figured out.
Oh, Cass, you're angry, aren't you, that they didn't catch him in California?
Aren't you? Alexander deserves to be put away for what he did to Rachel. I just hope that the authorities can manage that.
It's just so amazing to me that I shared a home with a man that tortured Rachel. Oh, boy. I don't think she's ever going to get over this either.
It's all right. It's all right, darling. It's me. It's me. I'm here.
I'm sorry. I was reading, and I guess I fell asleep. Oh.
Did you have another one of those dreams?
I hate falling asleep anywhere but in my own bed.
Yes.
Oh.
It's always nice to know where you are when you wake up.
Not so with the babies. They can sleep anytime, anywhere.
Champion little sleepers, both of them, just like their old man. You're all right. Look, darling, if you're worried about this hospital appointment, we can postpone it.
I was dreaming about the children.
Which ones? The new 90s models or the antiques?
Babies are so simple. Food, sleep, love, and they're satisfied.
A bit like that myself, except in the reverse order.
And the revenge, has that gone into a remission?
What revenge? You're not going to ask me to forgive, Nikos.
You know, I used to think I understood my children inside and out. And now they seem as though they're strangers, especially Matthew.
Well, you can thank Nikos for that, too.
I love Matthew, Carl. I feel as though I'm losing him. That's enough to give any mother a nightmare.
Let me get that.
That might be Matthew.
What?
He said he was coming over to apologize to you.
He what?
Carl, did my mother tell you why I was coming back here tonight? Just hear me out. The rest is up to you.
Save your breath, Slick. I ain't interested. In what?
Signing with your no-count record label. That's what you're here for.
No, I'm not in the music business, Mr. Monroe. No, my name is Tyrone Montgomery.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Montgomery.
Good to meet you.
Actually, I'd rather meet you. Nice young lady you got next to you.
Tony Burrell. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Monroe.
Pleasure's mine, except I don't know any Mr. Monroe.
Oh, I'm sorry, we thought that your name was...
It is, but my friends call me King. You may as well do the same. Now, what can I do for you?
Well, I heard you used to jam with Artie Willis.
Sure did. Well, before you were born.
Well, what can you tell me about him?
Artie played a mean horn. Except when Artie played, it was one sad, sad song. Ladies couldn't get enough of it, and Artie couldn't get enough of the ladies.
Well, he had a lot of girlfriends?
Artie never had a girlfriend, but he always had a girl.
Was he ever serious about anyone?
Now that you mention it, there was one lady got under Artie's skin. She was one bit of sugar, could keep Artie in line for a little while anyway.
What was her name? Never knew her real name, but around here she called herself Satin.
This won't take long.
You better say hello to your mother.
Hi, Mom.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Rachel has just awakened from a nightmare.
Sorry. You okay now?
I'm fine.
These dreams are a regular occurrence ever since your friend Nikos.
I don't consider Nikos a friend.
It was you that brought him to Bay City.
I did. And I'll regret it the rest of my life.
Precisely what I told you, right from the beginning.
And I didn't believe you. But I was wrong about Nikos. About his intentions. Like I was wrong about you, Carl. From the moment you came into our lives, I was convinced that you were about power. And my mother was just another way for you to get that. And I told her that. And she said that you were a different man than the one that tried to kill Mac. But I would never believe her. Not until now.
And what, may I ask, brought about this stunning conversion?
When Nikos kidnapped Mom, and I thought that she was dead, I saw how you reacted. It was obvious to me and to Amanda that your love for Mom was deep and very, very real. So, I ask your forgiveness for any pain that I've caused you both, and for distrusting your motives. Listen, you make my mom happy. That's what I want. That's all I have to say.
Matthew, I'm told that you've acquired a considerable portfolio of Corey stock. And that you've been making overtures to members of the board. Do you want to be back at Corey? Is that what you want?
I'd like to be back at Corey. You decide in which capacity, if any.
I see.
But that's not why I came back here tonight. I came back to say I'm sorry. I don't want anything in return.
Matthew,
Yes, Mom.
thank you for that.
Thank you for listening. Good night.
That took courage.
If it was sincere,
Oh, I hope it was.
time will tell.
This looks a lot like the plane that Josie's gonna fly home on, too.
Can I keep it?
Of course you can keep it. Yeah, and you can fly it, too. Like this, and you can pretend that Josie's coming home for a landing like this. Well, okay, Raindrop. I think it's time to get you home. And I hope that we're going to be able to find a sitter because it looks like I'm going to be working.
Dear God, Vicky, you take her out of town. You have to find that letter. Yeah.
What are you doing here? Are you going to answer my question, or do you want me to call the police?
You do not have to treat me like a criminal, Donna. I have very good reason to be
The only
here.
reason you have to be here is to tell Jake and Victoria that you're moving out of Bay City.
Jake and Vicky have no gripe with me. All I have ever wanted was for them to get married.
All you have ever wanted was Shane.
Not that it's any of your business. Or that it matters anymore.
Lila, I know you. I know that you're not over Shane. I know that you forged my handwriting to get Jake and Victoria down to San Domenico so that she could see him in bed. You're shameless.
Maybe I am. When it comes to my husband.
Ex-husband.
But Donna, I didn't come here to make any trouble.
Then why are you here? It's not Shane. You don't think Shane is here.
Why? Wouldn't be the first time.
He's not here.
I know. Shane left town after Jake and Vicky's wedding.
Good riddance as far as I'm concerned.
Listen, it is urgent that I see him. Please. I came here because I thought that maybe Shane had tried to get in touch with Vicky.
I hope that Victoria will never speak to Shane as long as she lives. And Jake and Victoria are out of town. So that, would you just turn around and go? Yes, can I help you?
Would either of you be Victoria McKinnon?
She's away, but I'm her mother. What can I do for you?
Well,
Goodbye, Lila.
We couldn't deliver a letter she sent, and I need a signature.
Okay, I'll handle it. Thank you. Right here?
If Vicky hears from Shane, let me know.
She won't. Thank you.
Have a good day.
To Shane Robert from Victoria McKinnon? Shane, I knew the minute I married Jake that I had made a mistake. Please come back to me. Victoria, have you lost your mind?
Now what?
Miss Monroe, this might not seem like any of my business.
I know. I'm gonna die from smoking, and maybe I will, but I can sing a mean tune.
I'm sure you can. But what I was going to ask you is what you remember about Satin.
What I can remember about Satin. Satin was light. When she walked into the room, it came alive. So did anybody who was lucky enough to be near her.
Sounds like quite a lady.
Could have had any man she wanted. Including yours truly, except she only wanted Artie.
Well, do you remember if she went by any other name?
Never knew her real name. Down here, she went by Satin.
Well, how about Irene? Does that ring a bell?
Doesn't ring a bell. Oh, rang somebody's bell.
It's my pager. I gave Mrs. Gentry my number. I'm gonna see if that's her, okay?
All right.
It's a fine-looking girl you got there.
Yeah, she's helping me learn more about Artie Willis.
This is serious business.
Yes, sir, it is.
Any particular reason?
I'm trying to find out who my father is. And I just figured out it's Artie Willis.
I had a CAT scan once, you know.
You didn't.
Yes, I did, but I must confess, I didn't dare tell you before you had yours because, quite frankly, it scared the daylights out of me.
Thanks a lot. Wasn't so bad.
Good for you. It's time to get home. You must be sleepy.
No, it's early, Eddie.
Didn't they give you a sedative?
I didn't take it.
You didn't? Look who's come to congratulate you. Mrs. Sanford.
Which way did the nut fall?
Oh, deck the halls and all that good stuff.
Oh, Joe Paulina. It's adorable.
You know it was us?
You had us completely fooled until Joe said all that good stuff.
Oh, wow.
You can admit it. Mrs. Claus isn't such a stretch for me these days. Are you organizing all the elves?
Well, actually, she is. She was up in the pediatric ward, and we were visiting all the sick kids, and she had them all singing Jingle Bell Rock.
Oh, how cute. I love the way those kids boogie. They don't let anything get them down. So what are you guys doing here?
Oh, just a routine check.
Good, good. Well, we're off to see more kids.
Yep, good. And I'll be at the restaurant later if you want to stop by.
Maybe.
Okay.
Take it slow.
And ho, ho, ho.
We picked it out.
I think we should spend the rest of the evening at home together.
That sounds great.
We shall go home. We shall light a fire, listen to some music, open a bottle from the Loire Valley.
How else going? We stuck?
Oh, they'll have us going in a minute.
Well, the car is almost full, honey. How much more stuff do we have?
If I close my eyes, take my time, I can almost feel your lips against mine. If I close my eyes, drift I can almost see us back there smiling, but it's too late, it's too late. Baby, I can reach you, it's too late, too late. We've drifted out too far. I don't know where love goes or how we might have saved it. I only know it's gone. It's time that we moved on. It's too late. No use going on. No more crying. Stand outside ourselves and watch love dying.
Lila. Hey. You care to join me? I'm alone.
Oh, yeah. Just a minute.
Cheesecake?
No.
Sure, it's really good.
Oh, no. That's why you came here? Dessert?
For Paulina. I tried to make peace with Carl tonight.
You did? What brought that on?
It was mostly the way he reacted when my mother was missing. You know, he was really affected by it. So. I might have been wrong about him. I don't know.
Really?
Well, I'm optimistic. I'm keeping an eye on him.
So does that mean you'll, go back to work at Corey?
I don't know yet. You okay? You seem kind of distracted.
Oh, I do?
Have you found Shane yet?
Yeah. I did. But I lost him again.
And you're still looking for him, huh?
Well, yeah.
Well, maybe you'll find him. Maybe someday you'll feel the same way about me as you do now.
Matt, it's not like that. I'm just worried about
You know what? I made my pitch. If you want to give me a call, I think you have a pair that's getting.
What is wrong with you, Lila? Letting Matt walk away, worrying about a man who won't even tell you where he is. Look where that's gotten you. Gotta get that letter.
your daddy? Oh, he was a nice-looking man like yourself. Not so tall.
Was it Mrs. Gent?
No, it was her daughter from L.A. She said that Artie and Irene spent time together.
Did she remember if they were serious at all? Or?
No, she was actually surprised when I asked her about that.
Oh, she just assumed that they were friends.
They were first cousins.
I'd be nervous too, Slick. First cousins ain't gonna be making no babies.
It doesn't make any sense.
I have her number in L.A. if you want to call her back.
No, the only way I'm going to get answers is if I talk to Artie Willis himself. Can you help me find him?
I thought you knew. Artie's dead.
Take your order, please.
I haven't really decided yet.
It's okay.
Are you following me?
No, I most certainly am not following you. I happen to work upstairs.
And I happen to be leaving.
Very nice. Oh, she's not. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. This is Carolina.
Yeah, who is it?
Dr. Roberts.
Oh, Shane, hi, thanks for getting back to me. Listen, I need to talk to you big time. What did you run up to, anyway? Well, how can I get in touch with you?
Paulina.
Okay,
Can
all
I
right.
talk to Shane?
Thank you, bye.
Paulina, I need to talk to Shane.
He just hung up. I'm sorry.
Did he say where he was?
Oh, O'Hare. He's going to be hanging in Chicago for a while. His plane just landed there.
Did he say where he was staying?
Well, he didn't know yet. But he said I could leave word for him at some bar.
The name. Tell me the name.
The Blue Parrot. Well, I think I needed to get that out of my system. I'm feeling much better.
I'm here for you.
That couldn't mean. Well, that's me.
Hello.
Oh. Hello, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
What are you doing here, Gary?
Cass told me that you were going to be moving your stuff out today, so I figured that I would come over and lend you a hand if you needed it.
That was very thoughtful of you.
Yeah,
It's going to work out
You both
perfectly.
think I'm really this stupid
I
that you
don't
haven't
think so,
set
he
this whole thing up.
She didn't buy it at all right from
Not
the
a
get-go.
bit, no.
I asked Gary to come over. Yeah. I figured that you might have a meltdown, and I didn't want to leave you alone.
I don't know. Should I be happy that you both know me this well?
I think so.
Here you are, Mr. Nikos. Another tape of Hutchins. As for your daughter, I just spoke to her via radio. She wasn't happy, but she'll do as you ask. She's packing her things. She'll leave for Bay City tonight.
Anybody here?
We stuck.
It won't be long left.
I have to get out of here. You have to get me out of here.
NBC Tonight, check out a great all-new Players, followed by Dateline Friday and a must-see episode of Homicide. NBC Tonight. For holiday fun, go online to NBC.com's Holiday Central to find the best holiday viewing and more. Online at NBC.com.